afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, 2020 and 2021 graduates. My name is Dr. Jennifer Bott, and I am your Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Western Michigan University. I am excited and truly honored to preside over today's ceremony. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire university community, I want to welcome you to a special commencement celebration, one that we didn't anticipate being so special and rainy. A ceremony that was created particularly for you, to honor the classes who did not get to experience the in-person graduation day you so richly deserve. Commencement here in Waldo Stadium is like none other held at Western Michigan University in recent memory. And although today's circumstances are the result of unprecedented worldwide challenges over the past 19 months, we are delighted to keep our promise to each of you today by holding this special gathering. With your safety in mind, we've coordinated with public health officials. That's why we're asking graduates and our audience members to please wear masks during the ceremony. Speakers may remove their masks at the podium, and graduates, you may remove your masks as you cross the stage to pose for your picture. Thank you. The order of exercises today is also a little different than a traditional commencement, but every element is intended to reflect the solemnity and pride of this day in the life of any Bronco. Moments from now, we will all stand as able for the national anthem and remain standing for the WMU alma mater. You will hear from your president, Dr. Edward Montgomery, and Lisa Williams, who represents you as Vice President of the WMU Alumni Association. It will then be my honor to give brief remarks leading to the moment that you, your family, your friends, your faculty, and all of us have long awaited. Please rise for the national anthem. Please be seated. When it was clear the pandemic and associated safety requirements prevented the university from holding in-person ceremonies in 2020 and 2021, President Montgomery promised an experience to make up for that loss. Though he sincerely wishes he could be present today to enjoy it with you, he's here in spirit and has a message for you, which will be shown on screen.
Hello, graduates. Congratulations. Everyone at Western Michigan University applauds your accomplishment in completing your degree, and I'm delighted that we are keeping our promise to provide you with a joyous in-person celebration for you and your families. As much as I wish I could be with you all today, I'll be walking my daughter Lindsay down the aisle in another important ceremony, her wedding day. Commencement is always a special experience, and this one is no different. It marks a major milestone for you, our graduates, your families, friends, and our university. Take time to let the significance of this day and the meaning of this event sink in. You are a Western Michigan University alumnus. This ceremony might not be what you envisioned when you began your collegiate journey, but you got here. You're wearing your cap and gown and reveling in an experience meant just for you. If you've learned nothing since early 2020, it is that life is unexpected and the ability to succeed isn't tied to luck or wisdom, but to hard work and tenacity and weathering adversity. As Harriet Beecher Stowe said, when you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, until it seems that you can't hold on a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just the place and the time when the tide will turn. The tide has turned for you, Broncos. You pressed on through the challenges of the global pandemic and through the uncertainty of a changing world to earn your degrees and show the world what you're capable of doing. Just imagine how far that determination is going to take you in the future. Everyone at Western is ready to cheer you on whatever direction you choose to go. I'm exceedingly delighted that you have returned to your alma mater for this recognition, and I'm excited for the success you will experience as you continue to pursue and thrive in your purpose. I've no doubt that you're going to impress us all by channeling into every future challenge the drive, determination, and talent that got you to this point. You've shown remarkable resilience, and this will serve you for a lifetime. The combination of your singular abilities and the education you received at Western will make you unstoppable. Congratulations again, and go Broncos.
Thank you, President Montgomery. Today is indeed a day of momentous ceremonies near and far. So how about we send a message to the new bride and groom and the Montgomery family? As always, I have my phone right here. And how about we take a video? Does that sound good? So on the count of 1, 2, 3, we're gonna say congratulations. Yeah? This is the audience participation part, y'all. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We'll send that to the family later today. Thank you. And speaking of celebrating with family and loved ones, as Broncos, you understand that you didn't make it to this moment entirely on your own. You understand the value of your community, the value of your village, your family, friends, and other cheerleaders in your life. We want to thank and congratulate them as well. both those individuals who are present and those who join us today in spirit. Would all the family, friends, and loved ones in the stadium have supported today's graduates please stand as able and allow us to recognize you for your support and encouragements. Graduates, please give them a hand. Thank you for all of your support. Please be seated. There are others who played a vital role in your success. First, our faculty. They are the very heart of this university. Our faculty's expertise, intellect, creativity, and passion for teaching and discovering new knowledge provided the foundation upon which your lifetime of learning can build. With their guidance, you have added to the tools and expertise necessary to face any challenge and compete with anyone in this world. Our faculty's dedication to this university's collective mission to offer students a first-rate education makes WMU thrive. Today, your day is special for every faculty member who helped bring you to this point. I ask our faculty to please stand and ask you to join me in applauding them for the fine education they've provided. Please be seated. Would the members of today's platform party please rise? These individuals and the groups they represent are absolutely essential to the operation and success of this university. They've also played a large part in shaping today's graduates. They include our executive officers, deans, chairs, as well as representatives of the Faculty Senate and other faculty and staff members. In addition, we are also honored to include platform party members who are with us today representing the University Consortium from the Dominican Republic. Please join me in a round of applause to thank all of those who were with us on the platform today. There have been many others on this campus that are not here on this stage that have protected, encouraged, facilitated, and brightened your academic journey. They are the advisors, the cooks, the custodians, office personnel, medical staff, police officers, power plant technicians, residence advisors, maintenance and ground crews, members of your student government, and other members of our affiliated collective bargaining units from across campus. These dedicated members of our community include the technical crew, public safety, and audiovisual staff, and all others who made today's celebration possible. Please join me in thanking them with a round of applause. Our university is governed by an autonomous board of trustees appointed by the governor of the state of Michigan. The trustees are private citizens who serve the university without remuneration and who set policy direction for our campus. We are all grateful for the men and women who serve in this role. Representing the Board of Trustees today at this ceremony and here to share in the celebration of your accomplishments is trustee and WMU alumnus Jeff Reinfeldt. And finally, Broncos. You are joining the ranks of more than 250,000 living alumni working around the world. There is not a city or nation you'll visit that won't offer you a chance to meet a fellow alum. I'd like to thank Lisa Williams, Vice President of the WMU Alumni Association, for joining us today to represent our worldwide WMU community.
Thank you so much, Provost Bott. Good afternoon, graduates. As our newest alumni, as the Provost said, you join over 250,000 Broncos who, just like you, call Western Michigan University their alma mater. It is my honor to officially welcome you as members of the WMU Alumni Association. Congratulations. While your final years of college may not have been exactly as planned, I hope over your time at WMU, you've had some amazing experiences in and outside of the classroom and made great friends along the way. Wherever life takes you, I encourage you to remain connected with a fantastic university and with your fellow WMU alumni. There are Broncos in 50 states in more than 100 countries across the globe. No matter where you are in the world, you can stay up to date by following the WMU Alumni Association on social media. You can volunteer for activities and support our future Broncos. As you take your next steps, I urge you to stay connected to the WMU, and as always, onward for the brown and gold. So on behalf of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, I congratulate you on your many accomplishments, and I wish you much happiness and success in all that you do. Go Broncos!
Thank you so much, Lisa. Graduates, I stand before you today to share your university's deep pride in all that you've accomplished. Throughout your journey, in an unprecedented period of history, you demonstrated that you have the determination, drive, and resilience to achieve one of life's great milestones. The COVID-19 pandemic completely disrupted our world and changed many aspects of our lives in a fundamental way. As college students, you didn't simply lose the familiar routines related to attending classes, going to work, or socializing. You are also trying to envision the future at a time when the present was unrecognizable. But the good news is, you did so in a brilliant fashion. We often talk about how persevering through adversity not only imparts a sense of accomplishment, but also offers valuable life lessons. I'd like to share a couple of the lessons from the past 19 months that I believe may be worth carrying forward. The first is the value of connections. It doesn't matter if you're an extrovert who loves a party or an introvert who's happiest with one friend in a quiet coffee shop. We are all social beings who need to connect with one another for our emotional, spiritual, and physical health. Throughout 2020, we employed creativity to find ways to see those who mattered most to us. When the weather allowed it, like it is now, we went outdoors for socially distanced gatherings with those who were geographically close. We mastered the basics of Zoom and Skype and FaceTime and Messenger and WebEx and all other video conferencing tools to do our work, complete our classes, and enjoy virtual visits with friends and family across the miles. It wasn't the best, but it kept us connected. My challenge to you as we come back together is to remember that there is magic in connections. Never take them for granted. Remember what it felt like to sit across the table from a friend for the first time in months. Remember how it felt to finally hug a family member again who might have lived across the country. And remember what it felt to greet your coworkers in person, maybe for the first time. And hold on to what you feel right now, in this moment, surrounded by your peers, your family, your friends, your community. It's easy to focus on what's in front of you. The next thing on your to-do list, the next meeting to attend, the next errand to run. But don't return to a fast-paced, technology-laden life without remembering things like the silly conversations, the pep talks and the chats with a person who is your best sounding board, who helped carry you through the last months of your college career. And keep those connections with us, your alma mater. You can do it in a small way by joining the Alumni Association or donating to a scholarship fund, or in bigger ways, by serving on committees or advisory boards, by sharing your knowledge and mentoring those Broncos who will follow you through our doors in the years to come. Your time on campus may be past, but you will always be a member of the Bronco family. I also encourage you to remember that you have the ability to adapt to the unexpected and the unimaginable. At Western, well before the pandemic brought the world to a standstill, we were focused on helping our students discover their resilience. And while none of us expected just how much and how quickly our world would change, including the rain, you figured out how to adjust in the midst of preparing for exams and boards and capstone projects and job interviews. And you came through it with success. Don't forget how you managed those challenges that may have seemed impossible to overcome, and how you accomplished goals that some days probably seemed utterly undoable. But you made it, taking each class, each assignment, and each exam one day at a time. The COVID-19 pandemic will be remembered as a time of disruption and confusion for the entire world. But graduates, you didn't just cope with the unexpected. You took some of the biggest steps in your life in the midst of it. Wear that accomplishment with honor. Never forget what you are capable of doing when you put your mind to it. And finally, I hope that during the course of the pandemic, you discovered what's truly important in your life. The people who were there for you, the activities and diversions that nurture your soul. Completing college and finding your career you love is wonderful. It's exactly what we hope for you, but it's not everything. Remember that part of being resilient is making yourself whole every day, whatever that might mean to you. Never lose sight of what brought you joy and balance, and hold tight to it throughout your life. Hold tight to your umbrella, too. Do all that you can to protect and preserve your well-being. Never stop pursuing your purpose, and we will be there to support you along the way and to watch you thrive. I'm hurrying. Thank you, graduates, and well done. We have now reached the signature moment of today's commencement celebration, your opportunity to cross the stage as Western graduates. You have already received the diploma you worked so diligently to earn. So when you physically cross the stage today, we have a special memento to mark this experience, a challenge coin. Organizations present challenge coins to signify dedication and accomplishment. You are receiving it today in recognition of your perseverance through one of the most difficult parts of time any of us will likely face. It's a keepsake that will only be presented to you. It has not been shared with past classes, and it will not be presented in the future. It is uniquely yours. With that, let's get started. Graduates, please come forward as your row is released, following the directions of the staff on the field. You will access the stage, pause for my congratulations and a photo, and then exit the stage to receive your challenge coin. A small note on process. I would be more than happy to shake your hand and congratulate you. If you're not comfortable with that for any reason at all, please place your hand on your chest like this to signify. So let us begin.
Karim Abdul Mohsen.
Hussein Sahur.
Hannah Pankratz.
Harrison Westmore.
Ard.
Brittany Biondo.
Romina Dastorian.
Victor Armando Henry.
Christian Manley.
Nicole Lynette Love.
Ashley Lubbers.
Sean Brushaber.
Ahmed.
Alvin Harris.
Minner.
Prashanta Narela.
Nidia Beatriz Coloma Perez.
Wade Raimundo Ramirez Meñano.
James McDonald.
Gregory D. Greenman II.
Bilal Al-Hawamda.
Wijdan Sahi.
Us Triandus Calbert.
Lamitria Antoinette Johnson Edie.
Shelly Ann Marie Flemings.
Edward Allen Roth III.
Nancy Hawk.
Jennifer Meeder.
Ariel Berry.
Camille Barak Bikirjan.
Nish Matapati.
Sonia Kevnik.
Jacob Matthew Culver.
Brittany McNeil.
Lindsay Rossiter.
Megan Way.
Angela Feltner.
Vanessa Tomei.
Pablo Doris.
Chelsea Macy's.
Jot Singh.
Iqbal Singh Chahal.
Pamela Cobo Silicio.
Abby Tolgetsky.
Gentao Zhang.
Matthew De La Cruz.
Jason Jacob.
Suraj Sanjay Nikam.
Karishma Sononi.
Precious Essay Ogunje.
Omar Hawal.
Maria Soledad Camacho Manuz.
Verdang Dinkar Naik.
Shrey Vyas.
Joshua Thomas Turner.
Suzanne M. Jubb.
Sakhtar Bandari.
Srista Wasti.
Ryan Padelko.
Mark Nowicki.
Molly Mattis.
Aaron Baum.
Alicia Cunningham.
Juliana Christine Espinoza.
Melissa Hutchison.
Catherine Rose.
Chantel Marie Nichols.
Christopher DeWitt.
Leah Smith.
Melody Myrick.
Courtney Messina.
Susanna Pechenyuk Hoffman.
Jamie Richardson.
Emily Morgan.
Leah Woyan.
Rebecca Christensen.
Adam M. King.
Rebecca Catherine Gold.
Yanni Nirhu.
Rajini Pingali.
Kaushik Shri Piramaduru.
Sandeep Upalapati.
Akil Katipogu.
Mohan Siva Krishna Konakanchi.
Nikhil Suvanu Masur.
Geef Mohan Chaudhry Marachi.
Shyla Lipsy.
Ashley Lene Moorhead.
Taslim Firdos.
Molly Kathleen Adams.
Courtney LaPayne.
Vignesh Jarej.
Tushar Guaicord.
Mustafa Al Khaled.
Abhijit Haviri.
Angie Gothi Lineberry.
Mariana Bryant.
Sally Marie Norg.
Ketki Prashade.
Chaitanya Kulkarni.
Allison Deemter.
Caitlin Giovanna Khan.
Ashani Rajandru Wakalad.
Mahimika Kanduru.
Pranavi Mandlam.
Nitish Vemparala.
Prikumar Vankudo.
Venkata Bala Srihari.
Vanshi Krishna Venkataswamy.
Mohan Satwik.
Pooja Abhay Deshpande.
Kalpish Gati.
Nikin Desadi.
Vikram Chilal.
Rajashwari Pawar.
Aman Parank.
Jiva Jan.
Suresh Chowdhury.
Pratik Kundu.
Prashant Pitkar.
Prathamich Paju.
Virendra Singh Amar Bhut Patil.
Yashra Shavan.
Ruchik Naram.
Diksha Singh.
Yogesh Jagdali.
Amal Patil.
Stephanie Carl.
Butterfly Mitchum.
Jordan Jojo Johnson.
Erica Echeverria.
Sydney A. James.
Kara Marie Stutzman.
Tristan Evans.
Sharon Michelle Ingram.
Dion Turner.
Emily Manzoni.
Amanda Cole.
Taylor Yancey Lynn.
Eva Alvarez.
Mara Musalam.
Matthew Kempf.
Michaela Wyatt.
Trey Goodhue.
Akash Goparde.
Rishikesh Bugad.
Theodore Maxwell Smith.
Megan Swain.
Jennifer Townsend.
Nan Janicki.
Michaela Long.
Montasir Mamoon Mitu.
Muhammad Jamirnu Islam.
Onika Hutcherson.
Nicole Rubel.
Kayla Roberts.
Even Sulpar.
Anurag Narayan Wadkar. Divyesh Kini.
Vishal Shashi.
Hina Kumari.
Akshay Uke.
Chris Bailey.
Craig Morris.
Alex Peterson.
James Harmon.
Benjamin David Subcheck.
Melanie Mitchell.
Anthony Perez.
Sunil Kumar Goganini.
Bharath Kumar Buhatuna.
Kaha Muhammad Nizamuddin.
Pujita Kura.
Siva Teje Kitanini.
Robert Holman.
Julie Luzak.
Jacqueline Villegas.
Elizabeth Northeis.
Vicky Kramer.
Michael Olean.
Sarah Huey.
Cassie Hobbs Watts.
Sherry Schmidt.
Robert Brenner.
Nicole Lee Drake.
Michelle Ray.
Samantha McGrath.
Chelsea Nicole Harper.
Amanda K. Wiersma.
Samantha Holshoe.
Thank you. Jennifer Komorowski.
Anna Constant.
Kyra Cotty.
Adati Patil.
Dira Shetty.
Paresh Patil.
Abhishek Prabhu.
Ahmed Tufel Hassan.
I can't even read that. Dustin Burdick.
Natasha Miller.
Madeline Cordell.
Charles Golden.
Straub, thank you. Trista Straub.
Lisbeth Mendoza Pineda.
Sinjin Tay.
Sudharsan Sridhar.
Iman Sari Mohammed Aldrus.
Jonathan Brennan.
Tiandra Birch.
Brianna Mobley.
Jasmine Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Lydia Sirwa Yiboa.
Morgan Klaus.
Soham Ravinda Gargate.
Savanis Josie.
Tane Raju Dabekar.
Rishi Isaac Yala.
Sage Campbell. Right over my butt here. He's right here.
Sarah Marie Petrie.
Kanan McLean.
Pat Dunham.
Jennifer Lance.
Brian Wright.
Matthew James Andrew Craig.
Leah Barnes.
Zach Brizendine.
Matthew Kotecki.
Varad Vesudyo Penze.
Ninad Rasum.
Rahul Rajput.
Pratamesh Dior.
Shubham Airav.
Ravina Mahajan.
Namrata Tunde.
Atidya Kurde.
Chinmay Dilip Barde.
Corinthia McCoy Ford.
You want all three or just Tom Carlisle.
Aramis Stevenson.
Taylor Renee Russell.
Sarah Randall.
Tyrion Nicole Williams.
Tomsey Mary Thomas.
Angelina Tabakalian.
Joshua Grant.
Komal Kohli.
Anaruda Ranade.
Anakit Gonge.
Kayleen O'Donnell.
Devin Willis.
Julie Kurzer. Peter Wills.
Adam Newstead.
Jacob Newman.
Edomira Davis Lopez.
Zoraya Elizabeth Kunet.
Rebecca Shine.
Marissa Poth Miller.
Ruby Alejandra Gamino.
Karen Standish.
Jared Orant.
Haley Wilson.
Lauren Nicole Irely.
Sydney Subkowiak.
Janae. Taria Danae James.
Joanne Harris.
Leah Doster.
Jessica Ludiker.
Batul Alosemi.
Brendan Bonnick.
Michael Ehrenberg.
Anthony Quaz.
Rachel Pavoni and Glory. You go, yeah, nope, there you go.
Jasmine Smith.
Isabella Ray Miller.
Alanud Almani.
Lena Sala Benefi.
Alex Repyak.
Sydney Catherine Kopp.
Margaret Ray Racine.
Kennedy Taylor Dixon.
Jordan Walsh.
Antoine Hayes.
Nicholas Dunsmore.
Miles Wright.
Jacob Scoey.
Jack Breedlove.
Nicholas Brandt.
Tyler Brandt.
Brian O'Donnell.
Brianna Williams.
Brianna Pierce.
Kevin Moss.
Mohammed Alawan. Zlatko Thomas Kranzo.
Matthew Palmerton.
Arthur Dean Woodworth.
Keith Rayback.
Danielle Brittany Jennings.
Austin Smith.
Tiffany Guilfoy.
Emily Moeller.
Cassandra Smith.
Mariah Crandall.
Naomi McCracken.
Dakota McCracken.
Claire Shadow Javitsky.
Stephen Worth.
Emily Christine Lancaster.
Amaya Izelle Taylor.
Taylor Baker.
Carl Bielert.
Ronald J. Vandermeer.
Joshua Thomas Wright.
Jack Burgess.
Shout out to my mom. I love her.
okay. Mackenzie Riley.
Kristen Thays.
Katie Kozlowski.
Emma France.
Chase Lotka.
Danielle Baumgardner.
Brandon Karras.
Michael DeMarco.
Jamie Lynn Adams. Camden Austin.
Sean Leppert.
Benjamin Peter Tacit Kasab.
Jada Street.
Edward Florek.
Lonnie Duncan.
Mitchell Carr.
Grandma, I love you. And shout out to class 2020. And shout out to my bro, Bassy. We love you, boy.
Ashley Anna May Blair.
Jordan Thrash.
Ashley Anna May Blair.
Dakota Grant.
Amora Gillen.
Tykeese Brown.
Samuel Maximilian Edward Lavender IV.
Justin McKee.
Demond Leon Jackson Jr.
George Smith.
Taylor Nelson.
Madison Nakayama.
David Prowitz.
Maha Kanan Al-Muteri.
Amira Ashraf Eldemerdish.
Denise Asqui.
Yanni Philopoulos.
Connor Noonan.
Malik Krim.
Brandon Groom.
Michelle Renee Bowers.
Courtney Quinn Lamparski.
Carl Rash III.
Jennifer Claire Smith.
Macy McBurney.
Lydia Francis Son Clausen.
Shaquanta Smith.
Pamela Motley.
Jenna Jones.
Cameron Craning.
Carly Brooke Shipman.
Ashley Spencer.
Rowan Sheehan.
Miles McPherson.
Jacob Menhir.
Jeremiah Tuminello.
Patrick McConnell.
Jacob Paul Lutz.
Jake Weber.
David Edwin Majewski.
Emma Elizabeth Bryers.
Catherine Lane.
Rachel Ann Hanson.
Robert L. Ferguson.
Angelina Underheil.
Charlie Gilroy.
Omar Sheik.
Hannah K. Skierski.
Ashley Snow.
Audrey Cox.
Dale Mann.
Kayla Erin Marie Lewis.
Tatiana Qualls.
Sarah Witten.
Brittany Kieft.
DeShayla Robinson.
Rachel Banks.
Pamela Godoba.
Samara Polanese.
Andrea Caes Tamayo.
Marissa Louise Eldred.
Taylor Courier.
Jasmine McLemore.
Evan Gray.
Laura Willard.
Emily Keegan.
Allison Cordaway.
Renicia Clay.
Jonathan James Worthy.
Delaney Elizabeth McLean.
Cassidy Drew Davis.
Victoria Blaine.
Connor McCarthy.
Nicholas Randall.
Zariah Stephen Molina.
Sharifa Nur Sabrina binti Syed Azan.
Megan Llewellyn.
Megan Mayu.
Thomas McCaffrey.
Victoria Looks.
Kyra Griffin.
India Wade.
Lyric Iman McCree Inix.
Christopher Sanchez. Bianca Young. Bella Damasio.
Marcus Moore.
Deshaun Cornelius.
Rodney Bell.
Jasmine Aaliyah Jones.
Megan Marie Beam.
Nathaniel Charter Harris.
Christopher J. Chung Ko.
Jason Fink.
Hoshan Chen.
Emin Stephen Chen.
Rachel Crutchfield.
Justin Scott.
Just one Crosby.
Annika Brandon Berkeley.
Erica Nicole Boyd.
Yaneth Lugo Segovia.
Morgan Brittany McCain.
Connor Allen Robert Goff.
Connor Jagelski.
Jessica Phillips Smith.
Takaya Hampton.
J-Lo Wyndham.
Savannah Keel.
Corinne Stage.
Nicholas Shane Vorak.
Kyle Treadway.
Jacob Hunter Clark.
Madeline Joanne Armstrong.
Renata Atkins.
Zane Buys.
Delaney Wynot.
Connor Carter.
Jacob Charles Delecta.
Tyler Lee Weckerly.
Tyler Bayness.
Oh man, that's tough. Emma Ross.
Lillian Deneen Manning.
Maritza Miranda.
Rodrigo Castellanos Vaca Guzman.
Valeria Marin.
Shout out to all my Hispanics.
Samantha Ariette Soria Ramirez.
Leslie Ruby Barajas.
Aaliyah Main.
George Edward Seahorn IV.
Precious Jones.
Ariel Siobhan Sims.
Kaylee Elizabeth Fraser.
Heaven Klein.
Lindsay Kazmierzak.
Madison Spencer Harvath.
Skylar Sneed.
Nick Nor Sabrina.
Novena Cristiana Sotiano.
Nurfalina Muhammad Yunus.
Sakina Omar.
Rosanna Pat.
Dalia Kamarudin.
Anis Labene.
West Papua, we are coming!
Lucia Ombo.
Ani Monim.
Alberta Eltirap Kendam.
Etta Rosa Linda Kanilak.
Yuntu Usuk. Ahmad Obeid.
Benjamin Kulikowski.
James Christopher Ross.
Matthew Eric Hallgren.
Perry Allen Nunley Jr.
LaBrinda Denise Brown.
Tamaya Jamal Young.
Darius Juiceman Tate.
Ida Estrada Gray.
Jasmine Jordan.
Marissa Shu.
Dejamir Tashay Longmire.
Samira Kimu.
Daria Hall.
Nakisha Latrice Ventris.
Kiana Williams.
Adele Alazmi.
Ashanti Jordan.
Dennis Flukas Jr.
Jalen Robinson.
Donovan Hughes.
Alec Ostrander.
Jobari Haman.
Haley Marie Lee.
Kamari Johnson.
Darren Tennant.
Ryan Brown.
J. McHale, Sandria Wilston, David Reed.
Miles Brockman.
Maria Habib Al-Bashu.
Terry Miller.
Emmanuel Wilson.
Brian Dockery.
Warren Richardson.
Derek Lloyd.
Tavian Scroggins.
Rodney Drew.
Devin John Hamilton.
Lillian Awad.
Jamila Jackson.
Miranda Deanne Bridgeford.
Hassan Intikab.
Tierra Bell.
Abigail Stoll.
Madison Rie Bronze.
Paige Elaine Bailey.
Magdalene Stoyer.
Jordan Cron.
Michaela Kirby Kleehammer.
Emily Renee Layton.
Yorena Takahashi.
Taylor Latrice Ramsey White.
Ben Gretschkow.
Joe Corridor.
Joshua James Bates.
Jack McCrary.
Jasmine Newby.
Jada Gaskin.
Lariah Lynn.
Kayla Sims.
Bayon J. Watts III.
Mama, we made it. Grandma, this is for you.
Caleb Taylor.
Brett Sturgis.
Zachary Samuel Petoskey.
Devin Savageau.
Kennedy Kebby.
Kelly Volman.
Kyle Martinique.
Haley Hariski.
Sarah Pepper.
Shaylin O'Brien.
Jeffrey Lee Stinson Jr.
Christopher Spray.
Sarah Way.
Simon Vasquez.
Cassidy Marie Shalou.
Hannah Budd.
Corinne Ivins.
Bridget Leanne Hopkins.
Mackenzie Ryan Warning Cowan.
Brittany Ann Hall.
Brianna Hack.
Anna Power.
Adriana Lear.
Emily Hawk.
Nathan Reynolds.
Alonzo Dwayne Doss Jr.
Long live Mochi.
Casentino. Kara Casentino.
Chelsea Morgan.
Brendan Ludwig.
Ajanique Willis.
Holly Locke.
Seven Kinney.
Deja Hood.
Rixana Donald.
Tierra Hill.
Madison Alyssa Day.
Melinda Andrews.
KJ Jenks.
Jessica Jaros.
Cooper Frost.
Colin Whitman.
Allison Lemons.
Ashley Holdridge.
Marcus John Hoffman.
Stephanie Buglioni.
Duncan McKenzie.
Jacob Hurwitz.
Mitchell Lapham.
Helena Stefania Tomque.
Asia Rucker.
Kyla Charmaine McCreary.
Lee Davis.
Michael Lake.
Nicole Jones.
Amanda Elise Lee.
Kayla Moreno.
Justin Black.
Brikel B.
Tina Bernice Michelle Conway.
Sharday Prevo.
Vernon Crump Jr.
Jonathan Ramsey Gibson.
Lakia Cartwright.
Alexis Daniels.
Anna Elan Johnson.
Kayla Tutt.
Javon D'Angelo Raspberry.
Jasmine Lenice Thomas.
Denari Lindsay.
Kyla Latrice Caffey.
Rest in peace, Mama. Rest in peace, J.F. Colby.
Jana Lachelle Matthews.
Autumn Raven Wheeler.
Jada Simone Tolliver.
Devin Thomas.
Kenya Lloyd.
Taylor Hall.
Destiny Jennings.
Kelly Denise Reynolds.
Maria Bernard.
Elijah Stallworth.
Patrick Maxwell McGrath.
Morgan Mitchell.
Juan Manuel Ortega.
Poi Tavares Avo.
Rebecca Jimenez.
Mackenzie Coons.
Paula Beatu Fernandez.
Arturo Lagruno.
Dimitri Fernandez.
Narandaren Magushwaran.
Scott David Smith.
Carolyn Rushi.
Jerry Lee Watson III.
Colin Seisel.
Megan Mary Shakta.
Diaro Walker.
Jason Briggs.
Sandeep Sanju.
Tamala Marie Hoover.
Madison Smith.
Deanna Rose Cummings.
Megan Nicole Olds.
Cecilia Bruce.
Kaylee Fiore.
Ellen Petrino.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. I love you.
Kiera Warren.
Tawan Chestnut.
Daniel John Howard.
Zachary Markolevich.
Marissa Marie Pignon.
Jean Wei Wong.
Paige Howard.
Bailey Dunfield.
Adam Courier.
Chelsea Philpott.
Reese Walker.
Pratesh Patel.
Jacob Z. Norman.
Laura Beer.
Magdalena Asamoah.
Jasmine Damon Lamari Waller.
Asaya Bayless.
Marissa Presbitero.
Chris DeFrancesco.
Courtney DeFrancesco.
Thwin Tu Zan.
Kyle Dembski.
Suan Dorset.
Jennifer Itzel Ortiz.
Forrest Eisenhower.
Michael J. Pellerito.
Adam Grennan.
Thaddeus J. Milne.
Von Mang.
Jenny Marie Usselton.
Jordan Garnsey.
Ronald Corse.
Joshua David Braden.
Sarah Hamilton.
Cole Hamilton.
Jared D.
Asha Tolbert.
Rebecca Natali.
Elijah Coates.
Cordell James Smith.
Andrew James Pugh.
Nolan Rieger.
Jeffrey Ice.
Taylor Odom.
Dawn Charisse Medina.
If our graduates that have already walked, if you could exit the stadium, we would appreciate that. If you didn't want to return to your seats so we can continue to recognize and honor our remaining graduates. Thank you.
Alicia Hill.
Brant Claire.
Brent Hermes.
Savannah Paulicki Mason.
Nicholas Talamantes.
Kara Fu Chai Huang Sukong.
Geraldine Granadas Todd.
Virginia Ramos Bautista.
Veronica Aguirre.
Amanda Aguirre.
Marshall Fillmore Bayless.
Isaac Phillips.
Ebony K. Eccles.
Rochelle Hoskin.
Natea Pettis.
Anasia Harris.
Dylan Fort.
Stephanie Kamundi.
Jasmine Bell.
Frederick Carl Miles II.
Matthew Gannon.
Sarah Brielle Kohler.
Zachary Matthews.
Ricardo Alberto Sanchez.
Marcus Gill.
Alexander Boyd.
Deja Coco Morton.
Hunter Frazier.
Brooke Washington.
Jasmine Monet Harrison.
Renee Singleton.
Nick Sinkowski.
Olivia Morgan Payne.
Lauren Grace Warner.
Dale Turpin.
Chris Salemka.
Anthony David Rastigue.
Cassidy Criswa.
Evan Henry.
Victor Perez Jr.
Courtney York.
Kayla Birch.
Matthew Tom Keel.
Sadaya Jones.
Laosang Sunset.
Lance Dejanet.
Stefan Claiborne.
Sarah Hackett.
Joshua Dickey.
Keegan Nordby.
Michael Joseph Kemi.
Nayla Mitchell.
Drake Sobleski.
Mackenzie Swinehart.
Caitlin Walton.
Mahek Verma.
Danielle Guerra.
Brianna Turner.
Josne Williams.
Rebecca Roop.
Megan Lou Shovels.
Amber Holopah.
Kira Grobel.
Scout Marson.
Madeline Marie Gordon.
Jenica Halachek.
Holly Ann Holsema.
Latrell Jackson.
Nicole Robinson.
Ethan David Edwards Barth.
Melissa Guest.
Natalie Dagger.
Sydney Larson.
Isabella Lenyo.
Max Murphy.
Jacob Wendell.
Michelle Elizabeth McCluskey.
Caitlin Patricia Harris.
Miranda Stevens.
Chase Blossom.
Daniel Mosel.
Alyssa Kneebone.
Merrick Rummel.
Caitlin Murphy.
Laura Linney.
Adrian Kunina.
Noah Mario Wuchowski.
Maxwell Robert Montgomery.
David Young.
Nicholas Catania.
Caitlin Walsh.
Tiffany Curiata.
Zachary Glasscock.
Mydra Christine Alexandra Geljo.
Gabrielle Volrath.
Taylor Yvonne Walker. Deja Johnson.
Vaughn Angeli Smith.
Leanne Davis.
Victoria McCartney.
Roslyn Chieme.
Giovanni Ruiz Alvarez.
Damaris Sanchez.
Araceli Vasquez.
Margarita Carrillo.
Eduardo Perez.
Valerie Lynn Gardner.
Mariah Burton.
Jonathan Victor Johnson.
Noah Dahan.
Caitlin Morgan.
Punjar Mandagari.
Abby Anchor.
Derek Joshua Elon II.
Rachel Holmes.
Haley Ackerman.
Calvin Etson.
Cameron Gone.
Dalton Whitman.
Skyla Jewel Hammy.
Kansa Sheikh.
Andrea Cesarian.
Glenn Zonka.
I love you, Mama.
Emily Marianne Walker.
Alexis Pullman.
Thomas Patrick Kelly.
David Martin.
Anthony Gasca.
Yasmin Pausadas.
Aaron Stile.
Lindsay Mills.
Hadley Benello.
Alexa Hawes.
Sydney Cap.
Deasia Robinson.
Troy Marks II.
Shannon Megan.
Morgan Schuler.
Saria Acosta.
Brenda Karina Gasca.
Yadira Rodriguez.
Clarissa A. Corral.
Alexandra Williams.
Brian Norman.
Jenna Schramm.
David Henry Klein.
Anna Dorlag.
Austin Villano.
Alex Stratton.
Jennifer Alberth.
Ashley Lael Vader.
Canner Damaro.
Sarah Caravo.
Melanie Leary.
Amir Morsi.
My family watching from Egypt, I love you.
Devin Klum.
Char Miller.
Armetria Williams.
Teeny Chanel Jackson.
Martia Shanae Robinson.
Hamyo Gandu.
Casey Parker.
Isabella Violante.
Laura King.
Alyssa Brower.
Cassidy Elbers.
Brianna Greiner.
Olivia Smith.
Mary Cheney.
Morgan Cox.
Anne Marie Measure.
Carlos Santana.
David Rosario.
Natalie Gonzalez.
Miriam Rosario.
Francisco Hernandez Mickley.
Olivia Bauk.
Daniel Martin.
Louis Alexander Kiss.
Taylor Austin.
Aaron Chapman.
Brianna Marie Klug.
Emma Dunlop.
Delaney May Singleton.
Kirsten Slider.
Noah Miller.
Rachel Dubecki.
Caitlin Black.
Brandon Whitley.
Chelsea Bennett.
Casey Pricing.
Nicholas Demchuk.
Ryan Horvath.
Asian A. Davison.
Leah Bartlett.
Kiana Christian Thornton.
Garrick Daniel Zhang.
Regan Bunker.
Lorenzo Colo.
Parth Kadav.
Yaj Jungay.
Saleh Mohammed.
Aaron Duran.
Peyton Sheeman.
Kyle McLeod.
Connor Stagger.
Scott Raymond Steinhauer.
Madison Weatherly.
Brittany Gizzy.
Jacob Call.
Benjamin Gannett.
Abby Miller.
Mark Stanford.
Nick Parker.
Azizat Sarumi.
Paige Callahan.
Inkara Erabikova.
Shannon Hiroti.
Courtney Sawyer.
Michaela Beekbasanora.
Victoria Muller.
Catherine Carabas.
Emily Botello.
Cheryl Ann Baker.
Magali Carrillo.
Naomi Zuniga.
Lorena Jaimes Salinas.
Catherine Callender.
Tiffany Joe McFall.
James Youngblood.
Derek Faniff.
Jada Decker.
Nico Payton.
David Schultz. Aaron Stewart.
Delaney Hewitt.
Nicholas Ackrey.
Casey Ryan Richardson.
Chase Cassidy.
Gregory Dean Sugars.
Emilio Allen Castro.
Connor Gifford.
Joseph Alexander Michon.
Julia Herman.
Auday Demps.
Garrett Benoit.
Shelby J. Cooper.
Olivia Chapman.
Amanda Anderson.
Corenda Denise Howard.
Tyreek Kyrus Upshaw.
Madison Gwiz.
Noah Busher.
Andrew Wilczynski.
Evan Thomas Stimpson.
Serena K. Bristol.
Allison Uzarski.
Hannah Rose Pranger.
Jose Ignacio Rodriguez Labra.
Parker Hurley.
Alison Suarez.
Christine Winder.
Rebecca Suzanne Austin.
Quentin Hosbein.
Joe Puckett.
Jenna Sokolowski.
Rebecca Morlock.
Morgan Hill.
Jacqueline Nicole Toko.
Rachel Click.
Katie Rant.
Dalton Kaminga.
Tara Shamahorn.
Megan Didia.
Lila Elliott.
John Sweeney.
Mary Miller.
Richard Matthew Sutterfield.
Trey Lawrence Schmitz.
Douglas Walter Scott Johnson.
Rachel Van Eck.
Jonna Marie Nickel.
Emma Schaefer.
Tristan Ricardo.
Arkosua Yaboa.
Brittany Smith.
Alex Hedrick.
Brandon Hernandez.
Brenna Johnson.
Sam Lehman.
Thomas Sheets.
Carly Sipes.
Benjamin Packard.
Marissa Odell.
Mitchell Berry.
Jenna Vertle.
Chelsea Domagowski.
Jake Bogue.
Dylan Johnstone.
Amanda Michelle Holloway.
Alanis Peguero Moriga.
Jeffrey David Tavares Cruz.
Jacqueline Barreto Tufino.
Carla Irangaray.
Gabriela Castillo.
Carolyn Guzman Chavez.
Anna Gabriela Mata.
Emily Ann Sagerman.
Erica Lynn Block.
Christopher Root.
Jeannie Michelle Kapp.
Catherine Weger.
Dylan Shantz.
Justin L. Sims.
Joshua Main.
Hannah Paulus.
Eric Carlson.
James Van Zyl.
Delaney McCrae. Thomas McCord. And daughter.
Virgil Glue.
Riley Masters.
Gerline Kaur.
Anita Robles.
Madeline Kostecki.
Abigail Faith White.
Martin Scrodenbor.
Kia Fegan.
Emily Peterson.
Benjamin Alexander Eckert.
Sam Ziegelman.
Daniel Hagan.
Michelle Cherie Haligian.
Lindsay Gubo.
Heather Algida.
Patrick Singer.
Thomas Stephen Bowman.
David Angel Rangel.
Taylor Arsenault.
Caitlin Welch.
Alexandra Renee Adent.
Tomas Diaz Miles.
Zachary Waterman.
Nicole Allen.
Madeline Malarski.
Matthew Gigox.
John Mears.
Kyra Eddy.
Benjamin Berg.
Isabella Miller.
Katie Anderson.
Tanner Rose.
Daniel Yates.
Marissa Brown.
Margaret Nemi.
Samantha Holdkey.
Heather Christine Joyce Christecki.
Darrell McMillan.
Kelsey Conway.
Kolawale Olakele Otatukaya.
Samuel John Eldia.
Alexis Benjamin.
Christina Renee Edwards.
Luis Vargas.
Andrew Hoffman.
Joseph Sanchez.
Priscilla Garza.
David Zuala.
Sean Mueller.
Leah McIllerivy.
Save the best for last. Woo!
And finally, Jessica Weatherell.
For those of you left in the stadium, congratulations. Graduates, you made it. While you may have received your diploma and moved into the next chapter of your life months ago, today's celebration puts an exclamation point on the completion of your Western Michigan University degree. While today may have looked a little different, please take pride in your achievement. Look around in gratitude for those that are left that share this day of celebration. your fellow graduates, your friends and family that have nurtured and supported your success. Feel the power of community in the parking lot and commit to your role and its continuation. Congratulations. For those left in the stadium, I'd like you to pause for a moment and look to those on the field, the folks who made today possible through rain and sun. Please join me in thanking them. As our time together comes to an end, I ask everyone remaining anywhere that can hear me to stand if able or stop walking and sing the WMU fight song, which is going to be displayed on the screen. Congratulations and go Broncos!